Welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. Hopefully this is not a long line of videos on the subject. Getting rather bored of it. It's not what I expected. It's pretty anemic. It seems to be pretty much a nerf of the Triglavians because there's no more ECs scattered absolutely everywhere, which is good news for new miners. Bad news for the farmers, which were not very sociable in the first place, so I don't really care about those. So all in all, a plus for me, in my eyes. The obvious downsides are that it's still RNG. I mean, there was no real rhyme or reason to the Jove observatory placements. There was no rhyme or reason to the, say, take the incursion, Ascension incursions off topic. That was random. Semi-random, there tended to be certain systems that for a while, for months on end, would have consistent spawns of incursions. Then it would drift to another area. So it was semi-predictable, as in some systems were temporarily magnets. But the logic doesn't follow for Triglavians. The ECs were completely random of where they were. The invasions were completely random of where they were. And of course, the scopes, I mean, reverse engineering the scopes intent with that silly blue star thing, it was just them, well, there's obviously more blue planets, and yeah, the ones they said were hit the most is just, it's just, there's more blue planets in the universe. So I could be wrong on that, but yeah, for now I'm guessing mostly, I'm doing 50-50 on my guesses so far, so I was wrong about the gradual lowering or increasing of security status, a security level of a system. I was wrong about that. We do know there is code for the actual lowering of security level. Now, we haven't actually seen a system, and I'm following videos about people actually trying to force, group effort to lower, and especially it's happening in Riveros right now, I'm sure, that they tried to lower they tried to fight for Triglavians and see what happens, but apparently CCP forgot to mention that the coding will only, well, they didn't actually use those terms, but their coding lazily just focused on changing the yellow and blue system. So yeah, it'll spawn wherever, but the coding won't work to help you lower this towards, the luminosity unless you're in a blue or a yellow system. So didn't impress the people doing all that grinding, but they are doing their efforts in Riveros, and there are some choke point systems that are I have it in my where is it? There it is. There are some choke points. There's one or two choke points with blue stars. Now, I didn't check yellow, though. That would be interesting. But I did keep a note of so blue. So khaki, agile, and anban that they were blabbing about on scope were, of course, blue. Udema, red giant, so no. Naraja, blue small. So it's definitely the coding. If the scope is even half, not fluff, and their coding is for what they say in the scope, a huge grain of salt on that. If the Narja gets spawned in, now spawning actually happens outside of downtime. This is carry, and this is a new spawn, and it hasn't even spawned any beacons yet. Very fascinating. I haven't seen any combat or wrecks between Trigs and NPCs yet, so that'll be interesting to see. I've already taken a video of that, so I don't need to repeat what I did before. No need at all. Yeah, so that will be interesting to see if Narja gets hit. Especially interesting to see how they're doing with... now that we were able to... I didn't take part in it, but the capitalists were able to push systems into... Okay, so that is still... It's still pretty much where it left off, really, or where I last spotted it. It's getting pushed slower towards the first luminosity, and that's going to be interesting. There are first and second luminalities, but yeah, it only takes a day or less to push it into Fortress, so I'm surprised the lowsec was pushed into... It was Bulwark, actually. Was it Bulwark? Yes, it was. So yeah, that didn't take long for that, even in low. So it's not fascinating to me. I just need to find out whether we found out that it's going to spawn randomly, so it's not going to spawn exclusively, almost, according to the scope, more often than not in blue star systems, which makes things interesting. But when they do spawn, apparently the coding is to go negative, and we have some dedicated grinders who are trying to make that happen. It might be just for novelty purposes. We shall see. Be interesting to see who those people are. Anyways, that is it for now that I've found out. It's mostly the information. I put it in my recommended playlist, so that's the most recent one, where somebody's talking about actually trying to grind down. So he's got more information definitely than I do, especially about the combat. Not really interested in grinding it myself, unless, of course, I have to deal with it, right, in systems nearby. But there's only one blue system that's in high sec in my ballywhack, so I'll be definitely interested in how to combat the Trig invasion in systems like that, the recommended fits, how to do it, the tactics. But other than that, my interest is zero. I wasn't interested in it would be fun to try out the system I had set up, which was nesters, basically. I'll bring up my fit, and it was basically our RBS with drone, explosive drone stuff. Nester had it all set up in Ceraday, but did I give away? Oh yeah, I gave it all to my other guys, so I don't have the fit, unfortunately. But yeah, this guy's going to be the command burster for that in Damnation. But yeah, that was my tactic. Go in with 4 nesters and a Damnation and have fun. See what I could do. It would be very interesting to do that. But I'd like to see the actual flow of combat. And we're starting to see wrecks now. So it's beginning. Are there any beacons? No, there's no beacons yet. Nope. Now, I wonder if they probably don't have... I don't see any orcas yet, but I wonder if... I'm just going to scoot around and see if I can find anything, really. See if they have that... any gun stars down yet, or 10 shoes down at the belts or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see. Close this. Close this sucker. Whoa, that's interesting. Where are they going? They're zipping off to somewhere. Did we lose? Okay. Oh, whoa. Now, why are they just explodey? What happened there? Good lord, the trigs are going after the... No. Well, that's lol. And why are they actually shooting the wrecks? No, they could be just, it could just be an artifact. I've seen that before. Huh, that's interesting. It's too bad they didn't, we didn't see them go after the incursion rats on the gates. Alright. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, the second, okay. This is definitely Rex. Oh, we got some RPs and local. I mean, the Trigvit Livian. Now I can see this across the universe, actually. It's quite interesting. So the Navy's just gone nuked. Alright. This rabble-rousers looks like. Yep, just rabble-rousers. So don't see any orcas yet. No beacons yet. Slight activity, nothing much. I'm sure they're just warping around to Celestials at the moment. The Navy will go to Celestials too. We've seen them in an asteroid belt, the Rex at least. And more. Okay, this is where... Okay, it was an even battle, was it? No, it was pretty much a slaughter. So the trigs are definitely winning at the belts at the Celestials I've gone to. It was kind of fun to watch them duke it out in oh heck, that lowsec system, the last video I made and published. And who's that? Alright. So just going to the last one just to confirm there's no ADDENDUM structures anywhere. Okay. Always interesting to check out the structures.
Warp drive active.
Got a warp in. Okay. Okay, so the trig's lost over there, so it's not totally one-sided. Alright, fair enough. And it looks like the NPCs are doing all the movement for now because there's hardly anybody in here of any note. No, nothing of note. Bark was in here first. Yeah, Imperial shipment, nothing. And oh, okay. So yeah, it's just all NPC movement on that meter there. Oh! Why don't I... That was weird. Do I just have not... Why didn't I see the beacons before? Have they not grown into beacon? No. Really? No, that's... Really? No. Give me a sec. Did they tweaks? Oh, interesting. I think they just took away the beacons. Am I just blind? Did I do something wrong? Now, a moon mining beacon is different than a beacon, so... Okay, here we go. There's some action. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. I guess they... let's see if I can move this. Darn. Give me a sec. Don't really need this at the moment. Okay. So it looks, yeah, it definitely looks familiar. Oh, actually, you know what? This is new because I saw more in that lowsec system I was scouting that last video. It looks like just, okay, so there's 4 emerging conduits and 4 forward posts, and that's it. It looks, I'm assuming that the NPCs will be able to deal with the trigs easily enough. I'm assuming. We'll go to the forward posts, all of them, and then check out the emerging conduits, see the action there, if anything. Yeah, it looks like... oh. Yeah, these guys, the RAS are gonna go down. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, going down hard. Oh. Hello. Oh, there's more coming in. Huh. Any reps landing? Yes, there's rep... No, there's not reps landing. Where any reps landing from the new people? Might not. If... yeah. And then they go into their orbit thing. Okay, so we've seen this before. So let's go check out... Okay. Let that populate for a second. Whoa. That took a while to populate. Okay. So, emerging conduit is in... so nothing is turning into the major conduit site, cosmetics. So it all starts out as Talasonite or whatever the heck they are. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So that's sorted. So they all start out really low level. And I don't see any wrecks of note yet unless I was doing it wrong. Okay, nope. No wrecks. So apparently they're not engaging at these, which makes sense. They're just going for celestials and structures. I'll check the emerging conduits just to make sure I'm on the level with that. And that would be about it. I've done everything else I can. Did I take a screenshot of the system? I believe so.
Warp drive active.
Yep, they just spawn at their... They won't combat in each of these, and I guess this is for Capsuleers to attack? I'm assuming? I don't know. Well, for the initial, I don't see any wrecks, and no combat at these, and I don't see combat at the other anomalies, so one supposed it is Capsuleer only. That's a guess on my part. I could be wrong. It could change, but so far, nothing yet. And no beacons anymore. It's just straight anomalies, so you don't get the cluster of beacons showing up, which is kind of nice, I guess, but disconcerting, of course. Checking the Stargate, and then that's about it, really. Not interested in looting. I've got other important crap to do than try to loot, and I don't have a dedicated looter, so I'm not going to try. So no wrecks yet. Too bad, because those fights on the Stargate were really cool last video. I really like that. So not a lot of wrecks happening so far. No, hello. Popularity contest here, and I'm assuming this guy's looting, of course. Which isn't surprising, that's what I'd be doing if I was a noob, but I'm not. I got stuff to do on Singularity with my guys. Trying to get a tour of lowsec going on with each character flying to different systems in a route that is separate from the others. Yeah, it took quite a while, and plus it took quite a while to set up because I had to push all my guys through each system. If you've ever been on Singularity, you know what I'm talking about. So that was quite the ordeal. Okay, it looks like a couple of stations are hot property, but yeah, one of them is hot property indeed, but that could be just RNG. But it'd be interesting if there was a randomly selected one that got priority, just like you've seen rats attack certain miners if you're at a belt all the time. So they might have a preference just based on the daily RNG. So yeah, definitely, what was it, the second station? Yeah, and I think there's only one upwell in the system. Yeah, there's one there. Island, right? Village, right. Village, and I don't see any others. There it is. Yeah, okay. So it seems to be that this, I'm just assuming because of the wrecks, there's more activity here and more spawnage, so I'm definitely assuming that. But yeah, other than that, I don't have any new information. Everybody's just scrambling for getting to know what to do. That hasn't moved at all yet. This is interesting because that's the one I went through and took that video, and it hasn't moved because apparently it spawns afresh with this halfway in between, so nobody's done nothing in that system. This is about to be pushed into Bulwark, and nothing in Bulwark, and Sirde, not that I could find. I was looking for beacons, but I was also descanning and looking around. They might have one or two bugged empty anomalies, but other than that, and a ban. A newly fortressed, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's a goodly amount of trig survey databases that the Amicus is picking up, and yay for him. Other than that, I think it's time to log and get on to my actual stuff on Singularity.
Hard drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.